Next we will talk about indeterminate pronoun quantifiers. What are these? That these are the indeterminate pronouns which try to identify the quantity of something. What do I mean by that? That these words here try to identify how much, when I say much or little or plenty or enough. So these we have already seen some of these used before, but here I have put them together to show that these are the indeterminate pronoun quantifiers. There are more than these. Most of the time these indeterminate pronoun quantifiers tell about a non-count noun. A non-count noun is something, a noun which cannot be counted, like water, like air. You can learn more about non-count and count nouns from my lecture on nouns. Compared to that, some quantifiers can be used both for non-count and count noun. So here in green, some and most, they can be used for both a count noun and a non-count noun or pronoun. Now a count noun is a one which you can count, like biscuits, like soldiers. We will again go to my lecture on nouns to know more about count and non-count nouns. Now repeat after me: much, more, most, little, less, least, some, plenty, enough. Now here are some examples of use. Repeat after me: much is wasted. Give me more. Little will be enough. We have less than we need. There is some on the table. There are some bananas on the table. We do not have enough. Most is lost. Most soldiers were tired. Now here in white and green I have shown that the same quantifier pronoun being used for non-count and count nouns, and I will come to that in a moment. Much is wasted. Now here much is an indeterminate pronoun which is telling the quantity of something. Maybe much food is wasted, much time is wasted, but food and time, they are non-count nouns, so we say much is wasted, indicating the quantity of whatever we are talking about, that much of it is wasted. Next example: give me more. Now we are not telling more of what. Give me more time, give me more place. We are not telling that, and so it is telling the quantity in an indeterminate manner. We are not saying give me 2 hours or 3 hours. No, we are just using a non-specific word as a word, replacing the noun and telling the quantity, so it is a pronoun quantifier. Next is little will be enough. Again, little of what will be enough? If we said little food will be enough, then little will be an adjective, and we will see that later on. But when there is no noun after the pronoun and the pronoun is telling quantity, then it is an indeterminate pronoun quantifier. Again, next is we have less than we need. We are not talking about that what do we have less, but the less word is telling the quantity. It may be indicating we have less time than we need. It could be we have less food than we need. But again, because there is nothing after less, less is a pronoun replacing the noun. If there was something after less, like less food or less money or less time, then less will be called an adjective. And I have said this before, the same word can be used as a pronoun, can be used as an adjective, and in some very complex ways can even be used as a noun or adverb. So look at the use in the sentence. Just by looking at one word, you can't tell what it is, whether it's a pronoun or it's an adverb or what. So look at the sentence. And we come to the next example. There is some on the table. Now we did not say there is some what. There is some food on the table, there is some milk on the table, there is some salt on the table. So here some is a pronoun quantifier telling the quantity of some noun. Compare this to this sentence, there are some bananas on the table. The word some is giving more information about the noun bananas. So here some is an adjective. Here some is a pronoun. Here some is an adjective. Here it is telling about a non-count noun like food, like water. Here it is telling about a count noun like bananas. We know it. Bananas can be counted. Similar example is most is lost. Now most time is lost, most food is lost, most water is lost. We don't know that. Here most is telling about a non-count noun. And when we say most soldiers were tired, here the word most is being used as an adjective to tell about soldiers, and so it's an adjective. So you have to look at the whole sentence to see if it is a pronoun or adjective or something else. Similarly, we do not have enough is another indeterminate pronoun quantifier. Now compare indeterminate pronouns to indeterminate adjectives. Repeat after me. Much, more, little, less, any, many, each, some, all, most, enough, both. See, most of these words are the same as indeterminate pronouns, and there will be more. So avoid habit of identifying a word as an adjective or pronoun or noun or adverb just by looking at the verb, looking at the word. Look at the use, because the use will tell that how is that word being used, something very important, and you should focus on that. There's a general tendency to look at the word and say this is a noun, this is a pronoun, this is adverb, this is verb. No, look at the use, because the same word can be used in many different ways in English language. Here are some examples where the same word is used as indeterminate pronoun. These are the examples, and indeterminate adjective. These are the examples. Repeat after me. Much will be wasted. Much food will be wasted. Give me more. Give me more milk. Little will be good enough. Little food will be good enough. I will pause here to show you that when we have a noun after the word becomes an adjective because now the word is telling more about the noun. Now we know here little is talking about food, so it's an adjective. Food is a noun. Compared to that, here when we say little will be enough, we don't know what we are talking about, so little is working as a pronoun. So compare this side with this side, that the moment a noun is added after the word, it becomes an adjective. Now continue to speak after me, repeat after me. We have less than we need. We have less food than we need. There is some on the table. There is some food on the table. We do not have enough. We do not have enough water. Most were tired. Most soldiers were tired. So again, when the words tell more about the noun, they are adjectives like here, and when there is nothing to follow these words, they are pronouns. Now subscribe now for free to get information on our educational videos in different languages as and when they are released. Click here on the screen and subscribe for free. Our videos are free for now and forever for everyone in the world. Also, do not forget to share information on this site with your friends and family worldwide, because knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied.